Tonight, the battle over Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago documents, as the FBI says it's finished examining the top secret material, what it means. The new details tonight. CBS's Robert Costa reports on the concern U.S. spies may have been compromised because of what's in those documents. Flooding, state of emergency. The Weather Channel's forecast as 3 tropical systems could form in the Atlantic ahead of Labor Day weekend. Football star rape allegation. The Buffalo Bills release a rookie player after he's accused of gang rape. CBS's Lilia Luciano speaks to the alleged victim, who was 17 at the time.
I was having to deal with this horrible, traumatic experience that I never asked for.
Mission to the moon scrubbed.
This is just part of the space business.
CBS's Mark Strassman reports tonight on why Artemis 1 failed to launch and when NASA will try again. And the end of an era. The greatest of all time, Serena Williams, takes center court at the U.S. Open. And CBS's Jerika Duncan is there.
This is the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, reporting from the nation's capital.
Good evening to our viewers in the West, and thank you for joining us as we start a new week together. Tonight, top officials are beginning to assess whether intelligence was compromised as they review the material seized from former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. The Justice Department believes some of those documents include intelligence gathering and information derived from clandestine human sources, among America's most closely held secrets. And it comes as a federal judge is indicating she is open to appointing what's called a special master. That's a neutral party to examine those materials. A hearing on that is set for Thursday, so this week is already proving to be a big one. But there are signs tonight that it may be too late, as we're learning investigators have already gone through the material. We have a lot of news to get to tonight, and CBS's Robert Costa is here to start us off. Good evening, Robert.
Good evening, Nora. Tonight, the legal standoff over the documents taken from the property continues, and the former president continues to lash out at the FBI as he faces legal and political uncertainty.
FBI investigators and agents reviewing the evidence gathered at former President Trump's estate say they found a limited number of documents that could be covered by attorney-client privilege. And sources close to the Trump legal team say that could bolster their push for an outside attorney or special master to be appointed to.
I think she touched the world. She touched the entire tennis world.
She sure did. Among those 23,000 people who will be watching from inside the stadium, I'm told that about 100 of them will be friends and family of Serena Williams. And just to give you a sense of how hot this ticket is, one reseller posted a front row seat, Nora, for over $90,000.
Jerika, I'm so jealous that you're there. Enjoy it. I'll be watching it on TV. Thank you. All right, now to inflation, because it has begun to cool, but food prices remain high, and that is making it difficult for many families to afford even basic groceries. Food banks across the country are feeling the impact of high prices with long lines and new faces as more families struggle to make ends meet. CBS's Janet Shamlian goes in depth to look at the growing demand.
This is a line of desperation. Drivers parked along a busy Dallas road. They're waiting for food.
This looks like. Thank you. Right now to this story. Rape accusations derail an NFL career. The alleged teenage victim is speaking out tonight for the first time. That story in 60 seconds. Tonight, the teenager accusing an NFL rookie of rape is speaking out. The accused player was cut over the weekend by the Buffalo Bills. CBS's Lilia Luciano talked to her, and we do want to warn you that some of the details are disturbing.
I think you found your punter.
Matt Ariza was a rising star, a San Diego State punter drafted by the Buffalo Bills into the NFL.
We're learning new details tonight about a deadly shooting at a Safeway supermarket in Bend, Oregon. An 84-year-old man was killed Sunday night along with 66-year-old Donald Surratt Jr., who worked at the store. Police say he tried to disarm the shooter and may have saved lives. The 20-year-old gunman apparently took his own life as police arrived. Turning overseas, Air France says it's conducting a safety audit after several incidents, including a mid-air fist fight between two pilots. Can you imagine? It happened during a flight from Geneva to Paris in June. Crew members reportedly broke up the brawl in the cockpit, and the flight later landed safely. All All right, tonight the death toll from this summer's historic monsoon floods in Pakistan now tops 1,100 people. Dozens died just this past weekend. Over 1 million homes are damaged or destroyed. Roads are washed out and farms are swamped. About 1/3 of the poverty-stricken country is underwater. Storm victims are living in camps where airlifted meals are in short supply. Coming up next, we'll tell you how this summer of flyer frustration has complaints piling sky high.
If you can't watch the CBS Evening News, you can listen. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Sponsored by Ancestry.
Designation and was aboard Air Force One with President Bush after the 9/11 attacks. Here at CBS News, George Christian is being remembered as a class act with a bright smile. His family is in our prayers tonight. And we will be right back. New technology helping more than just staffing shortages at a Minnesota nursing home.
This portion of the CBS Evening News is sponsored by Farxiga.
Finally tonight, what started as one nursing home's high-tech solution to staffing shortages has turned into an abundance of joy. Here's CBS's Omar Villafranca.
83-year-old Jill Breckenridge has a new friend at her Minnesota nursing home.
Hi, Pepper.
It's not a person.
It's great to see you. Bye-bye.
Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Roseville, Minnesota.
It's always nice to see old pictures. And that's tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell in the nation's capital. Good night.